Welcome back to Research FPL. I hope you had a good game week 4. I'm going to share my game week 4 performance, talk through my wildcard strategy and share my first wildcard draft team. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button for more FPL content. A quick review of my own game week 4 performance here. I've been very much held together by Salah, Rodriguez and Sterling. 49 from those three while everyone else contributed 18 points. Not the best captaincy pick again, but definitely not a terrible choice. Not really a great week for strikers in my team either, but changes are coming soon. 67 points for the week and some light green arrows on the overall ranking. I'm averaging 63 points per game so far without playing any chips. That'll take me to around 2,400 points for the season, and a little bit extra hopefully for bench boost and triple captain. That kind of total would lead to a pretty high overall finish. As mentioned previously, I had already planned to wildcard this week, so within the first few games on Saturday, I hit the button to activate the wildcard chip. I have a couple of goals in mind for this wildcard. It's to gain some team value and then most importantly, getting a really solid team for game week 5 and onwards. I'll come to that in another video though. To start, I'll get players that are likely, or at least look likely, to go up in value by 0.2 million or more. Equally as important is removing players that are likely to go down in value. Then I need to make sure to keep players that I've already got and they've risen in value this season, otherwise it will cost more to bring them back in later on. Now I know that this method is not too popular online and I've seen a lot of people discrediting the whole idea, but while you're on a wildcard, it's definitely worth something considering. Some players that look like they might rise twice over the break. It's quite likely to be ones that were relatively low owned and had a great game week 4, or are outperforming their current price, or maybe a combination of the two. A couple of examples here: Calvert-Lewin with his great form that just seems to continue, Ben Chilwell who came into the Chelsea side and put in a great FPL performance, and Spurs assets Kane and Son who are pulling in all the fantasy points for Spurs so far. Price rises are based on transferred in and a load of other metrics. There are some websites that try to predict the price rises, but they aren't always perfect. There are 3 prices to look at when trying to increase team value. In the transfers section on the Fantasy Premier League website, if you go to list view, you can see the 3 prices. I'll use Mo Salah here as an example. I had him from the start of the season and his purchase price, shown as PP, is 12 million. Over the first 4 game weeks, Fantasy Premier League have increased his price twice to 12.2 million, shown as CP or current price. As you can see, the sale price, shown as SP, is 12.1 million, as you only take half of the profit. If Salah's current price was 12.4, then the sale price would be 12.2. Essentially, at this point my team value has increased because I own Mo Salah. Now in this case I'd like to keep Salah for the foreseeable future, so although it looks like I could cash in the 0.1 million, if I wanted to buy him back he'd cost 12.2 and then actually lose me 0.1, not gain. If it was a player that I didn't plan on keeping, then I could transfer them out to bank the 0.1 gain and then use it to buy another player that's more likely to rise in price. You can rinse and repeat this on a wildcard as you have unlimited transfers until the next week's deadline. If you've got any questions about this, pop them in the comments and I'll try and help where I can. I did make transfers on Saturday evening to try and capitalise on players that looked popular after those first few games. Then on Sunday, a crazy amount of goals and some shock results encouraged even more changes. Martinez comes in goal as Aston Villa's defence looks pretty solid. He's also the most transferred in goalkeeper so far by quite a long way. Walker-Peters, Castagna and Chilwell all had lots of transfers in, especially Chilwell after his goal, assist and clean sheet on Saturday. A midfield stacked with game week 4 goal scorers, Son making a surprise start for Spurs against Man United, Grealish picking up 24 points against Liverpool, Salah and Rodriguez both scored 2 for their clubs. Calvert-Lewin has been in great form and I'm very late to this one, but with his current form there's still plenty of scope for his price to rise further, and no reason for the goals to dry up either. Watkins had a dream game with a hat-trick, so is likely to be in a lot of people's favourite budget striker for the next few weeks. I'm not sure we'll see those returns again for the rest of the season, but I'm trying to jump on price rises when they're there. Kane is the 3rd striker after his 2 goals, 1 assist and 16 points. Jorginho is on the bench and he looked popular over the weekend due to his penalty taken, but he hasn't risen yet this week. Just in case you didn't know, it is the international break now, where the next Premier League fixtures are due to be played on October the 17th. Don't rush your transfers, as you don't want to be taking -4 point hits to take out someone that gets injured or catches COVID while playing for their country. If you've played your wildcard, then make sure to watch out for those price changes too. I'll be posting some more useful videos during the break to help you pick the best players for when the season resumes. Leave a like, hit subscribe, and feel free to follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description.